Well, good morning, everybody. This is Captain South, Captain America. I know I already done one video today, but I got a special request from one of my fans. Make my heart feel nice. She wrote me a letter. I'm gonna read it to you. Dear Captain South, Captain of America, I really enjoy your video series. They are very fun, entertaining, and educational. Can you please tell us out here in video land about K-bar knives? I have one. I want to know more about them. Signed, your fan, Valerie Mason. All right, Valerie Mason. Thanks for the letter. Appreciate your kind words. K-bar knives. Now, K-bar knives are made in Olean, New York. Now, if you saw my last video, you saw that I said that Ontario Knife Company is also made in New York. The best, highest quality knives for any purpose in this country are made in the state of New York. New York's a beautiful state. Mountains. You got the Allegheny Mountains. You got the Adirondack Mountains. You got the Appalachian Mountains. And you also got the Upper Appalachians. You also got the Poconos Mountains. Poconos, Dumbo. Anyhow, this here one's made in Olean, New York. Olean, New York's in the Allegheny Mountains. Probably about 3 hours from where we live up here in Cleveland. I've been there. It's nice. One thing I will say I don't like about New York, because it's beautiful. Me and my wife Ashley and my son Liam, we go up there and go camping up in the Adirondack Mountains. It's very beautiful. Big lakes, big fish. But they got bad gun laws. They ain't nice to us gun-toting fellers, I'll tell you right now. But that's another video for another time when we talk about the Second Amendment, America. 2. Valerie Mason, this is a K-bar knife. This is a United States Marine Corps issued K-bar knife. Now, this here knife came to Captain South, Captain America via one gentleman by the name of Ed Zella. Now, Ed Zella just happens to be my father-in-law. He's the daddy of my beautiful wife, Asha. And he said, hey, Captain South, Captain America, you want a K-bar knife? I'm going to give it to you. It's a World War II knife given to me by someone very special. And I said, well, why is that? And he said, because I want to give it to you because I know you like that kind of stuff and maybe you could display it somewhere. I said, well, thank you, Ed. Well, I call him Dad. I don't call him Ed. That's stupid. He's my father-in-law, Dumbo. Anyhow, back to the knife. So my father-in-law gave me this here knife, and there's probably a 95% chance this here knife was used in the war against Japan. Now, you might say, well, Captain South. Maybe you youngins might say, well, Captain South, why do we have a war with them little fellers over in Japan? And I'll say, well, here, I'll tell you about it. See, in December 7, 1941, them Japanesers, they is mad at us Americans because we're the best country in the world. There ain't no doubt about that. So they decided they was going to fly them planes, them Mitsubishi planes, and fly them smack dab into our boats, our Navy boats, our ships, our destroyers and battleships over in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. And then they thought they just had done the best thing in the world. We just attacked the United States on their own soil. First time they ever been attacked since the War of 1812 when them little old British guys felt, we gonna take that country back. When them Britishers got their ass whooped, and guess what? Them little Japanese fellas had no idea the kind of whoop ass they opened when they done that. Was President Roosevelt? He wasn't going to take no shit off no little Japaneser who he's trying to help. He's trying to help them. And what they do, they kick him right square in the nutsack. Attack his Navy base. Kill a lot of his boys and girls. So President Roosevelt turned around and he unleashed the greatest fighting force on God's green earth, the United States Marine Corps. And our boys went over there and they just whooped that shit out them little Japanesers. But it was a different strategy because they had to fight in the jungle. Because the South Pacific is a bunch of islands, including Japan is an island, and most of it's a jungle. So the United States Marine Corps of World War II, the fighting man, or the grunt as they are referred to, had two main tools in his arsenal against the Japanese. He had an M1A1 carbine, chambered at 7.62 caliber, which is another video for another time, because I got me one of them too. And he had his K-bar knife. The K-bar knife, the fighting knife of the United States Marine Corps, the knife. Getting ahead of myself, I don't like that, because I'm from America. I get excited when I talk about my country. The knife that won the war in the Pacific Theater. Now, no, Dumbo, they didn't go to the theater and watch Mary Poppins. That's military talk for where y'all's is fighting, the theater. Dinger. Anyhow, this knife here, like I said, high 90% chance it was used in the Pacific. Now, I never done nothing to this knife since my father-in-law, Ed Zell, gave it to me. He said, what's that? He gave me this here knife. It's got patina, which means age, on both sides of the blade. The handle is still in perfect condition. You say, well, Captain South, why is the handle still in perfect condition? See, because like I told you, this knife here was made only in New York in the Allegheny Mountains. And the original inhabitants of the Allegheny Mountains in that part of New York State was them there little Seneca Indians. Them little Indians, they knew how to do things. This handle's made out of hard Adirondack ash. Louisville Slugger in Kentucky makes baseball bats out of Adirondack ash. That's how hot it is. But they took that ash and they stripped it real small, little strips. And they applied it over and over and over and over and over. And they treated it, and it got harder on here than it was on the dang tree it was growed on. It also makes it, again, I already said this in my other video, ergonomically pleasing. In other words, it's comfortable in your hand. On the bottom side of it, it's got a flat, solid steel pommel. So when you run out of ammo for your M1 carbine, which happened quite often, because the Japanese use a totally different kind of ammo that we use because, well, they're dumb. We couldn't take their ammo. We had to do something different. We weren't going to hit them with our rifles. We'll break the dang thing. It's stupid. We hit them with this to right in the head. We pummeled them in the head. Therefore, it's called a pommel. You like that, huh? Dinger. Anyhow. Also, I got to believe this knife was probably made in the late 30s. And I could tell you that by the patina on the blade. This was not made during the war. This was made pre-war and issued to the Marine Corps. Also, it says K-bar on the front. It says USMC on the tang. Now, what's a tang, South? That's that orange shit y'all drinking? No. No, Dumbo. A tang is where the blade enters the handle. This whole piece of steel is one piece. From the tip, just for fun, to the pommel. One piece of steel. And the handle is wrapped around it and hardened on there. Now, this knife here, like I say, it's an antiquity. But I tell you what, son, play with your dinger. I'd use this knife right now today. I'd take it out in the bush, go camping, take it in the boat, go fishing. I'd cut up a deer with this knife, a moose. If I was in Canada, I'd go shoot me a moose. I'd cut that moose up with this knife so fast, you'd think my name was John the Butcher. Anyhow, I hope you found this video educational, Valerie Mason. I appreciate your letter. And any of y'all out there, you want to write me a letter? Send me a text. Send me a Facebook message. Write me a paper, goddamn snail mail letter. Say, hey, Captain Shaw, Captain America. Would you do a video for me about this or that? I do it. If I know about it, I do it. I do. That's what I do. They just see guns and bows and bullets and shit. I do it. I like doing it. I like educating people, teaching you about stuff. It's what I do. Y'all be safe. Take care. Watch out for that Rona. It's bad. This is your captain, Captain Sal, Captain of America. I'm out. Be safe.